All right. What's going on, everyone? Aaron here, Clean Cuts Lawn Care. It is Monday morning. We are back to mowing. According to the weather, we have just nice weather for over a week. Sunny, warm, and hopefully it just stays that way. You know, not forever, but you know, to get us through the week, that'd be great. Like I said, we have been back on schedule as far as mowing goes. I did a landscaping job this Saturday. We have another one, two of them this coming Saturday, and then another one the following Saturday. We also have a small tree trimming job. I gotta squeeze that in somewhere. I could probably do that while we're mowing the property. I might do that this week. I'm on my way to the dump to get rid of the debris from this last Saturday. If I would have remembered to take trash bags with me, there wasn't that much debris. I could have got rid of it that way, but oh well, it is what it is. I already deducted the dump fee in our weekly P&L statement, so it doesn't matter. Real quick, I want to talk about whether I get comments in my videos or responses to comments in other people's videos. I get a lot of people asking me about commercial versus non-commercial equipment, or people just saying, oh, you need commercial equipment. And I did say in a video recently that I would put the quality of cut of the 30-inch Time Master up against really any other mower, and I would. I mean, the final product, the final look of that cut it's great. There's no problems with it as far as that goes. Now, yeah, if you're going to compare it to a commercial mower, of course, it's going to be a little chintzier. It's not going to be as strong. It's probably going to have a different, you know, engine. The height adjustment's going to be different. You know, like as far as the quality of the materials used to build it, everything's going to be different. But a lot of people have been asking me, you know, that are trying to get started, oh, I've been considering buying that to start, or even people that have already started. Like people have reached out to me like crazy that are considering buying the same zero turn that we have, and they have questions about it. Look, commercial, not commercial, it doesn't matter. Okay, if you do the research on it, if other people have been using it for a long time, and you're reaching out to them and asking them, and they're telling you, hey, I've had this for a long time, it does good, you know, it's a great mower, whatever, it's gonna get the job done. There's no bragging rights that come with equipment. Oh, because you spent $10,000 and Joe Schmo spent $2,000, who cares? Like, it's going to get the job done, at least until you can upgrade. Eventually we will have mostly, or if not all, commercial equipment, but I don't care right now. I care about getting the job done, doing quality work and showing up. That's what the customers care about, and that's what we do. I've never had a customer come out and say, that's not a commercial machine, I don't want you on my property. It's never happened. It's never happened. Not once. I've never had anyone reach out to me and ask me, before I hire you, do you run commercial mowers? Never happened. Not once. It doesn't matter. Now, with the non-commercial equipment, like the Time Master, I've said in plenty of videos, plan on fixing something at least once a year at a minimum. Whether it be a cable that snaps, anything. You know, a wheel hub, a pulley, which we just upgraded the original to the commercial pulleys. Plan on fixing something once or twice a year. As long as you can fix it, it'll keep going. So that's my answer to that. All right, let's go get this day started. All right, so I'm at the dump. There was a different girl at the trailer, and she tried charging me double for the dump fee. And I said, listen, I've never ever paid that before. And she goes, well, you have sidewalls on your truck, so you fit a lot more than a trailer full, or a pickup truck full. I said, well, that's not true at all. I said, I have a truck full. That's not even. She said, well, no, you fit a lot more in here. Look what I have. I said, sidewalls or not, this will fit in there. And she argued with me about it. I said, these sidewalls are always on here, which I actually take them off in the summer. I pulled out all my other receipts because I still have them in my folder where I keep all my receipts for sometimes for a week, sometimes for 2, depending on when I'm doing my P&L statements. And I showed them to her. And I'm like, look at this. Doesn't matter about the sidewalls. This is not even a full truck. And she seriously tried to charge me double. I said, just give me my credit card back. I'll go somewhere else. And she ended up just charging me the normal fee. No, absolutely not. Someone asked about these trimmer racks. How did I like them? I do like them. However, this padding, I had to super glue it down to both of them. And then my trimmer was also turning all the way upside down. So I took pieces of carpet and zip tied them right here. It still doesn't hold it completely 100% upright, but it holds it a lot better than without it. So generally it'll stay there to there. That's the best I'm able to get it right now. So I don't know, I like them though, much better than the old ones we used. This is how we have to secure our 30. I broke one of these last year by not lifting it up. We have that piece of wood to keep it in place. I might be getting rid of that. I cut it so the zero turn don't hit it on its way up and down, but it still catches it from time to time. And then we put this on to keep it in place. If I put another one coming this way, it'll hold it there without that piece of wood. So I might be getting rid of that. All right, wrap that one up, moving on. The customer before this, he's one of the only customers we have that still pay cash. He's an elderly customer. That's how he does it. You know, some of these elderly people, they're set in their ways, okay? If they write checks, you're getting a check. If they pay in cash, you're getting cash, okay? And if you try to change that, you're just gonna lose the customer because it's how they do things. You know, if they're set in their ways and you say, hey, look, we have to have your credit card on file, you're probably not going to have that customer. So it's fine. We don't care, right? That he's one of the, I think it's him and one more. They pay cash. So no problem, right? We really, really like the guy. He's a Marine veteran. He's extremely proud of being in the Marines. He has Marine memorabilia everywhere. He's just a funny, hilarious guy. We actually referred to him in another video as Handsome Bird, because at his age, I mean, the guy's still a hunk. You know, it's pretty incredible. But he, like I said, he always pays for 2 mows ahead of time. So week 1, he paid for 2 mows. Week 3, he paid for 2 mows. Last week, week number 5, I didn't see him. Today, week 6, he comes out and he pays, but he was confused and he thought he was even and he was paying for the next 2. So I, you know, politely explained it to him. He was definitely confused, and he said, well, I have it on the calendar, you know, I'll have to double check it, and I'm sure he's gonna figure it out. Well, we mow for his daughter as well. Just before his house is her house. So this happened once last year as well. So I called her, I said, hey, look, I don't want you to say anything to him. I just want you to have the information just in case anything is to happen. I don't want him thinking we did something wrong or that, you know, whatever. So I want you to have the information. He's not the type of guy who would really argue about it, but let's just say he stood stern on the fact that he paid or he was even. How would I handle it? To be honest, I like the guy so much. I really have a lot of respect for him, you know, being a veteran, being elderly, being as nice as he is. To be 100% honest, that situation, I would chalk it up. I would say, hey, listen, Bird, I'm sorry. I misplaced a piece of paper. You're right. You paid. I'm sorry. I messed up. We're all good. And then I would speak to his daughter about her taking over his payments. That's how I would handle it. It's not worth arguing, upsetting an elderly customer, especially now. Look, I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, they're elderly, you have to respect them, you have to bend over backwards for them, you have to. I'm not like that, because not all of them, I mean, there's some that you don't even want to deal with because how they are. He's not that. He's a really, really good guy. And yeah, I would chalk it up. I would say I made a mistake, and I would move on. And from a business point of view, we mow his lawn, his daughter's lawn. We do all of their cleanups, spring and fall. We do her snow removal. He gets it free from the city, I think, for being a veteran and for being elderly, I think. So, but even without the business point of view, in that specific, and I mean specific situation, because like I said, just because someone's elderly doesn't mean that's how it's gonna go. But in his situation, if push came to shove, yeah, I would chalk it up. You know, I made a mistake, whatever, you know. That's how it goes. All right, this is one of the only bad streets that we have on our route. Not a bad street, but bad enough. So I do lock the cab up on this one. Look at this. Look at this. He's not going to get all the way over there before the light changes. He should have never went. Now, these people got the turn, and they're stuck. They can't turn because of this idiot. All right, just wrapped up this one here. Putting the lights back. I think they go something like that. Now, that property next door, I told the story before. Me and Vicky were here doing a tree job. It was her first tree job. She did great. You ever be at work and you just like miss your wife and want to go home? But she's at work too, so we're doing a tree job. Neighbor comes over. He owns both houses on either side of this customer. He asks us if we can cut all the edges out. They were bad. And do his first mow. It was bad. We came to a price, and I told him the next time we mowed this lawn we would do it, which was, I don't know, less than a week away. So we get here, I start edging, I do the edging, I start cutting the edges out. Robbie cuts this customer, then he comes over to start that cut. By that time I'm cleaning up the edges, and then I come over here. We do the whole job, right? It looked really good. Well, the customer the guy wanting the job had came out when we first got there, and he said, how long will you be here? And I said, a little bit over an hour. He said, okay, I'm gonna walk my dogs and I'll be back to pay you. So we said, okay, no problem. I mean, he's the next door neighbor, and we've been mowing this one since last year. So we see him a while later coming down the street with his dogs. I didn't know that one of the vehicles on the street were his. So I look up, and he had just loaded his dogs into the vehicle. He gets in and he leaves. So I'm like, well, maybe he's running to the bank. I don't know. He never comes back, and we were there a good hour and a half total. So okay. I leave his invoice on his door with a business card, and I said, give me a call, I live in the area, I'll stop back by and pick up the payment. Never heard from him. All week goes by. So it's okay. I mow that lawn. The next week I knock at his door, no answer. I leave the business card in his door. I finish out the rest of my day, never hear a word from him. I go take the equipment back, I come back to his house. Now there's a bunch of vehicles there. My business card and invoice is crumbled up, laying on some kind of, it's like by the garbage. It was like a shelf. Okay, so I see him in the backyard, I yell for him, and he starts going, really? Man, you're a hound dog. You're gonna hound me over this? So I'm like, you owe me money, not the other way around. I said, you made no effort to call me, even just to say, hey, I got your money if you want to stop by. I said, I shouldn't have to hound you. While all this is going on, his wife starts asking if I'll do some other service. I'm like, no, I'm not doing nothing else for you. The dude came out like mad and paid me all pissed off. Are you out of your mind? You owe me money. You're not even contacting me. You were supposed to be back when I did the job and pay me for it. Unreal, man. Just finished up these last two right here. These are the big ones. Here, this clip's for Robbie. Robbie gets mad if he can't get his lines perfectly straight. Well, this started off as a diagonal cut. You can actually see in the shadows up there. But the section where the gentleman added on the other side of the tree, it takes the lawn from this way to this way. And when I started my cut and I got into that area, I completely lost track of the lines. Look, I don't know if you can tell, straight banana cut going over into that section. So then I said, I mean, it was bad, so I switched it to cut this way. And if you look at this section right here, look at how I couldn't get it straight no matter what right here. So it happens to everyone. I just you know, messed it up once, got mad at myself, and then once you get mad, it's a recipe for disaster. So it happens. All right, let's get to the shop. Alright, I'm done for the day. Heading home to see my boo. But before I go, if you liked the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let me know everything I'm doing wrong, and keep the edges clean, boys. I'm out.